Two new cases of COVID-19 have come to light in Karnataka. 36 new cases of COVID-19 reported in the state today. 82 people have been cured of COVID-19 so far, while the death toll due to COVID-19 remains at 13. Total number of cases in the state has risen to 315. We're talking about how two new cases, if it was 313 up until now, but with the latest medical bulletin out, two more cases adding to the list. Total number of positive cases in the state of Karnataka is at 315, and just today in one day we've reported 36 new cases of COVID-19, one of the largest surges, one of the most number of cases reported in a single day, and so far 82 people have been cured of COVID-19. Death toll in the state is at 13. For more on this, I'm being joined in by my colleague Amrita live from the newsroom. Amrita, we're talking about how two more cases due to COVID-19 have come to light in the state of Karnataka. What is the patient history, the travel history, contact history of these two patients, and what are the kind of details, what are the kind of special instructions have come out in the latest medical bulletin?
Others, so far we have not yet received the details about the two new positive cases which has come to light. Suresh Kumar, the Education Minister, has just briefed us that the number of total cases in Karnataka has gone up to 315, and that 36 new cases have been reported as of today in Karnataka for COVID-19. And the details about the two new cases since afternoon which has come to light is yet to be given. But that being said, the same health bulletin stands so far. There are 13 deaths. There is no new death case has been reported so far in Karnataka, and today there is only one new death case which has been reported, and 82 people have been discharged. We need to get all of the details about where exactly the discharges were made, which districts. But one thing is also clear: in Tumkuru, a 13-year-old boy has recovered there. So that is a very positive way to look at it. While we're having a surge of cases in COVID-19, we're also seeing several recoveries being made, and Mysuru, which has remained the second worst place to be hit by COVID-19, it has not yet reported any COVID-19 deaths so far. So there are some positive, but then again there are also some negatives. So we'll keep you posted about what exactly the details are about the two new cases which have been reported today as soon as it is released. But that being said, this is the latest information we have. Today there are 36 new cases being coming to light. As we know, going by the earlier health bulletin, there are several cases coming to light from Belgavi, which has been the highlight so far. But other than Belgavi, there is also the highlight on Vijaypura, wherein several people have tested positive after coming into contact with patient number 221. This particular patient 221 was earlier categorized under severe acute respiratory infection. So all of these people who have been infected by patient number 221 has once again shed light on the rising number of SARI cases in the state. And today as well in Bengaluru, there was one more case of SARI coming to light. That is patient number 281, 65-year-old female from Bengaluru urban. So these are some of the cases which have been quite daunting, to say the least, for the state government as well as the health department. The challenges that is being faced right now is to how to exactly handle the primary and secondary contact. So right now the latest health bulletin has been released by the health department. So to go over the health department, there are 36 new cases. Two new cases have been now reported from Kalaburgi, which is patient number 314 and 315. Patient number 314 is a 32-year-old male from Kalaburgi who has a travel history to Bengaluru and has showed influenza-like illness and has tested positive for COVID-19. Another is patient number 315, 5-year-old male from Kalaburgi, whose contact tracing is still underway. The details are yet to be revealed on that front. There is no travel history found so far, nor has any contact history found so far for the 5-year-old little boy who has tested positive from Kalaburgi. So the number of cases in Kalaburgi has now risen to 3 as of today. there are 3 new cases which has come to light from Kalaburgi itself. There was patient number 302, who is a 23-year-old female who came into contact with patient number 274. Then there are 2 new cases. Again, these 2 new cases do not exactly have a foreign travel history, nor do they have any contact history with an infected person. But yes, the 32-year-old male did travel to Bengaluru city. So these are the latest details we have so far for you, Adarsh, and the death toll still stands at 13 and 82 discharges.
Many thanks, Amrita, for joining us with those inputs. So yes, we are talking about how the situation looks dire, to say the least. And 36 new cases have been reported in just one day when it comes to the state of Karnataka. The death toll is currently at 313. But yes, what's been happening in Belagavi is really worrisome, to say the least. Well, let's now take a look as to what the contact history of the new patients that have come to light today. The 34 of them at least. The 2 new patients, we will source that information for you quickly. But yes, we have information of the 34 new patients that have come to light. Let's start with the first one today. Patient number 280 is a 66-year-old male from Bengaluru Urban. Contact of patient number 252. And in fact, we're talking about how the patient 281 had severe acute respiratory infection as well. 65-year-old female from Bengaluru. Patient number 282 is a 51-year-old female from Belagavi who happens to be a contact of patient number 225. And so will be the case with the next one, patient number 282. 283 is a contact of patient number 224, 42-year-old male from Belagavi. While patient number 284 is a contact of patient number 225, aged 33, male from Belagavi. While patient number 285 is again the contact of patient number 224 and is a 16-year-old female from Belagavi. Now this patient number 224 that we are talking about initially contracted the virus from patient number 128 who attended the Nizamuddin congregation. Patient number 287, also the contact of patient number 224, 30-year-old female from Belagavi. And yes, quite a few cases coming to light just due to one patient. For more on this, I'm being joined in by my colleague Neha, live from the newsroom once again. Neha, what really steals the limelight, of course, is the way in which matters have been really spiraling out of control in Belagavi. It all really boils down to the negligence on the part of the district administration, because they did not go ahead and ensure that the people who had returned from Delhi are not isolated. They in fact went ahead and put all of them in the same school, and one of them in 2 groups happened to be infected with COVID-19. So what's the kind of update that you have for us at this point in time?
Absolutely, Adarsh. 2 fresh cases have been reported from Kalaburgi. The situation is alarming, to say the least. Karnataka has been continuously reporting the rise in the number of positive cases. Fortunately, of course, no death has been reported. But having said that, in just a span of 3 days, Karnataka has reported 6 deaths. So the number only keeps on increasing. Just by 12 noon, we had the numbers that were being reported at 313. But now with 2 more cases, the positive cases in Karnataka has risen to, the number of positive cases, of course, in Karnataka has risen to 315. So these are the 2 new cases that have been reported from Kalaburgi. And, of course, having said that, talking about Belagavi and, of course, Vijaypura, these are the 2 districts from where majority of the positive cases have come to light in a span of 24 hours. From Belagavi, we have total of 17 positive cases that have been reported. And from, Vijaypura, we have total of 7 positive cases that were reported. So, right on your screens, right on our screens, of course, also details of the new cases. All in all, the fresh cases that have come to light, 34, total number of cases till 12. And with this, the total number of cases, of course, has risen to, in one day of time, 36. 36 positive cases is what Karnataka has reported in less than 24 hours. Very unfortunate, to say the least. Now, the Tablighi Jamaat, talking about the Nizamuddin congregation, this also comes at a time when the central government has, had been continuously requesting the health experts experts were continuously requesting the people to stay indoors and not step out. These people, in thousands of numbers, they chose to attend the Tablighi Jamaat, posing a threat to several others as well. Do remember that many people who attended the Tablighi Jamaat, had tested positive, and many of them succumbed as well. So if we have to take a look at the details of the new case, if we can have the full frame graphics on our screen, please. So you can just see patient number 283, a 42-year-old male. Patient number 283 here, he has contracted the virus from patient number 224. Now do remember that patient number 224 others had contracted the virus from patient number 128. 128 patient number had a travel history to Delhi. He had in fact attended the Tablighi Jamaat. So because of him, we have several people who have tested positive in Belagavi district. As I mentioned initially at the start of our conversation, that from Belagavi we have this time 17 cases. 17 people have tested positive. Now switching our focus to patient number 285. Again, a female from 16-year-old female from Belagavi. She has also tested positive for the coronavirus, and she's also contracted the virus from patient number 224. Again, as I mentioned, the patient number 224 had contracted the virus from patient number 128. Who had attended the event. Now, 2 people also in Belagavi have contracted the virus from patient number 225. He contracted the virus from patient number 150. He also has a travel history to the national capital. Do remember that out of these cases, 5 people with a travel history to the national capital also tested positive for COVID-19. So all in all, the people who more or less have tested positive from Belagavi district had either a travel history to the national capital, or they had contracted the virus from somebody who in fact had contracted the virus from a person who either had attended the Tablighi Jamaat or had traveled to the national capital. Let's shift our focus to patient number 287 here, Adarsh, a 30-year-old female from Belagavi. She had contracted the virus again from patient number 224. So all in all, we had 6 cases from Belagavi who had contracted the virus from patient number 224. If we have to move to patient number 287, as we are talking about the same, so she also has been now isolated at a designated hospital in Belagavi. Now I have the details of the 2 patients with us, patient number 314 and patient number 315. Both of them are male. One is 32-year-old male from Kalaburgi, and one is 5-year-old male from Kalaburgi. I would like to draw the attention of our viewers to the 5-year-old male who has tested positive from Kalaburgi, since it's a widespread notion that coronavirus can only affect those who are above the age of 60. Now, putting to rest all of those rumors, we have the data with us. Do remember that patients as young as 1-year-old also have tested positive. This virus is not going to leave anyone alone. All that we need to do is to take enough preventive measures. Where exactly did the 5-year-old contract the virus from? The contact tracing is still underway. Patient number 314 had influenza-like illness. He had a travel history to Bengaluru. Now the health officials also need to sort of assess how many people had come in contact with the person, and had he traveled in any public transport. That is also equally important for the officials to figure out. If at all he had a travel history, of course he has a travel history to Bengaluru, but if at all he has taken any public transport, then who all were the people who had come in contact with this patient who has now tested positive? That also needs to be assessed. Both of them have been taken to Kalaburgi, a private hospital in Kalaburgi, and both of them have been kept under isolation.